And that's how you can start improving your relationships without the blame factor. Hey, how are you going? So today I just want to touch base on how you can improve your relationships with your spouse or your partner, whatever you want to call them. And it's even your kids. Like this can literally spread out to anyone that you're close to, because there needs to be an agreement in place with this. So just to give you a bit of insight, so what can happen, everyone is running on their own programming, right? On their own belief systems, okay? And it's all on autopilot. So have you ever been in a situation where you've said something and you said, that sounds really harsh, and oh, I didn't mean it to come across like that, or oh, I certainly didn't mean it like that. So there's a bit of communication breakdown. And sometimes, especially if someone's being kept in sort of a rut, or is being brought up a certain way, it can be many, many reasons to why this happens. For me, I was told that it's probably just because you're English. Yeah, probably. That I used to be quite short. And I never meant to be short. It was the furthest thing from my mind to be short. I just wanted to communicate, but it came across as short. Whereas in my mind, it's like, I'm going to get rid of the fluff and get straight to the point so we can move quickly. I don't want to upset anyone. But what can happen is that people can get upset because it's been interpreted, and they don't know what you're thinking when you're saying something, and vice versa. The way that they hear something to the way that they interpret it, according to their belief systems, is something as well. So there's a lot of little moving parts in relationships, communication, etc., etc. So just to give you one really quick technique that you can help. So you can sit down with your partner, especially if it's something where they're saying, oh, you're snapping all the time, or you just seem grumpy all the time, or you just, it could be a variety of reasons or things that you don't intend to be that way, and you don't even realize that you are being that way. But the moment they say to me, you're being grumpy or you're being short, I go into defense. It's like, what do you mean I'm being short? And now all of a sudden I am being short. And I'm sure that that's not where, it's not where I want it to be. And I'm sure that it's not where you want to be either. So this technique allows you to bring something up that doesn't need discussion. It's just this is what I'm seeing. So I'll give you an example. So I used to have a word called pineapple. And I used to like the word pineapple because it was prickly on the outside. So anytime that I was short, my partner would say, that was a bit pineapple-y, or pineapple. And we wouldn't enter into discussion about what I said or how I said it. It was just a flag for me to just take stock on what was going on. And it's like, oh, that's what they mean. Oh, and then it's sort of like, okay, so how else could I say that? Or can I do it in a different way? It just enables you to start taking stock on your behavior, because like I said, a lot of us are on autopilot. We don't really realize what's going on. And this can work both ways. So for instance, if you find that you go home and they're moody, or you go home and they're stressed out, or they're snappy at you, you can actually sort of have this word that works for both of you. So it's like, you can say pineapple back to them. And it's up to you how you want to take this, whether you want to take this a step further and actually open this up for a conversation, or whether you just want to start taking stock. So it's just actually knowing how we're behaving. Because for me, for instance, I certainly didn't want to be short. It wasn't my intention to be short. So it's like, okay, maybe if I add a few more words in. It's only going to take me probably another 2 seconds to elongate my sentence or my point, and it's not really going to make a big difference to me, but it will make a massive difference to our relationship. So that's just a little tip that you can do to start improving your relationship. Like I said, it can be with your spouse, it could be with your kids, especially if you just want them to take stock. You don't want an argument about it. You just, they don't realize they're doing it, and you're just helping them, and they're allowing themselves to take responsibility for their behavior as well. So if you've got any comments, as always, put them in below. If not, send me an email or a message. Always happy to help. So until the next video, have a great day.